Why is it that in the US the police are free but the ambulance is not? To be fair, you can have an ambulance with the EMT show up for free. It's only once you take an ambulance to the hospital is when they charge you. It's room to prey on the sick either way, and the whole healthcare system in the US is in shambles. I've saved a lot of money by calling an ambulance, having them check the person out, but not take the ambulance to the hospital though. Looking for logic in American healthcare system is a nightmare. Don't bother, buddy. One very cynical view of laws and governance is that they are there to protect property ownership. Law enforcement supports the judicial system that maintains property ownership. Once you have police forces, additional laws can protect people to maintain social order, since chaos might overthrow the government and redistribute property. Healthcare does not protect property ownership, and the propertyless are the ones who stress about the cost of an ambulance. I personally have a second cynical view. People's better angels and economic good sense are ignored by people who don't want to help their neighbors and equate community with communism. Your logic is absolutely correct. We should start charging for police use US government, probably $1,200 to go 1 mile to the hospital. Thank God for insurance. Police protect capital for the wealthy and corporations, so they make the 99 pay for that security. Healthcare doesn't do anything for those two groups, so everyone is on their own for it. Because in this country you can get shot for free, but that's pretty much the only thing that's free here. It's cheaper to kill and imprison your citizens than take care of them politely. Because publicly funding schools, the fire department, and police is just the American way, but publicly funding health services like ambulances and hospitals is socialism, and well, be having no part of that, you commie pinko. Healthcare is privatized here. Profits over lives is how it goes. There wouldn't be police if we had to privately pay for them on top of them taking our taxes. It's the same in China. I'm not saying self-paid ambulance is good, but I can see its differences from police. 1. Police often need to handle cases that are harmful to public, not only to individuals. When the public needs something, it makes sense to let tax pay it. 2. In police's cases, often there are some people doing illegal things. The criminals are going to pay the bill. I had a bicycle crash. The police showed up. An ambulance showed up. I refused the ambulance, and the police took me and my bike home for free. I wonder how large a bill I avoided: ambulance trip and hospital charges. I later drove myself to urgent care with a dislocated shoulder. Reason 1 is that healthcare in the US is hopelessly fucked and nearly entirely captured by the for-profit system. If you are sick, you will pay whatever you need to in order to survive, and in the absence of regulatory hurdles that will be exploited to the maximum extent by anyone who can figure out how to. They can't exploit police work that way, because you could always just take matters into your own hands. Vigilante justice. You can't do vigilante surgery on yourself, or make vigilante amoxicillin. Well, not easily. Reason 2 is that you do pay for the police via taxes. We could do healthcare this way too, but we choose not to because of reason 1. Reason 3 is that the police don't actually work for you. They are an armed domestic security force to protect capital. Because one involves someone with a gun, the other does not. Nothing is free. You pay for it with taxes. We all agree that police protection is universal and essential to a free society. We have not agreed that healthcare falls under the same standard yet. That being said, the quality of police protection is primarily determined by local governments and the funding they receive through local tax dollars. Some jurisdictions with plenty of money have poor police protection. Some jurisdictions with almost no money have outstanding police protection. It is a matter of what local governments prioritize and how the available funding is spent. Cops will kill you for free. It's considered a right. The police are against you legally. The hospital is for you. Paying for the police would be like slapping somebody and then telling them to give you money or yell slap them again. That's called a robbery. Don't give them ideas. The ambulance helps people.